to open the meeting, or you'll start? Just say it right away. Good evening, folks. We'll start tonight's town meeting with a little bit of words from our current town manager.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry for the delay, but we had a very large voter turnout, which is great. So we've heard from our citizens, and the votes are in. Travis will share the new incoming town council members. But before we start tonight's meeting, I just want to go over a few budget items and reasons for any increases in any of our municipal departments. I want to start also by thanking all of our municipal employees for their continued dedication in the last couple years during COVID. It would have been easy for a lot of our employees to just go find work elsewhere or decide not to work, but they stuck with us. I want to thank our budget committee members, our planning board members, our zoning board members, our volunteer firefighters. And if you don't mind, I'd like to take a few minutes to just reflect on the last month with all the tragedies that have happened here in Fort Kent. So if you don't mind, let's bow our heads and reflect. So I guess now we'll start with the town meeting. During the months of January and February, the town's department heads, town council, and budget committee members finalized the 2022 budget presented before you this evening. In 2021, we had a mill rate of 21.08, and this year we're presenting a projected mill rate of 20.89. We're projecting a decrease. This is an estimated number. As we all know, we have other factors that play into this. School budget plays a large part into this formula. Like most businesses, when we put the budget together this year, we had some uncontrollable increases. We needed to factor into our calculations the increases of electricity, fuel. We had a 2% increase in our health insurance. We had a 2.5% COLA increase for our non-union employees. Our union employees also had an increase, as well as the police department. The police department is bearing a large number in the increase this year. As we all know, in the last few years, we've had police officers leaving our town municipal department for the SO office or the state police or for other local police departments. So when you see the police department line item, you will see a large increase, but I'm glad to say that we have a full staff right now, and we have a good group of individuals working for the town and here to serve and protect us. I know, pardon?
Amen.
We've also had an increase in our professional liability insurance. The workers' comp insurance has gone up in a few different departments. So all of that plays a huge role into our finalized budget. I know this comes up every town meeting, and it's asked what each department head makes for each of the departments. So tonight, before starting off, I will list off what each of the departments make. So the figures that I'll share with you tonight also reflect a cash in for the department heads and the employees. So town manager, myself, I make $85,249. Certified municipal clerk, Angela Coulombe, makes $57,113. The Office of Planning has also seen a change this year. Steve Pelletier left us to go work for the Aroostook County Commissioner's Office. So we've had to make a change in that department. We've decided to split the two roles, put code enforcement and planner as a lead role, as well as grant writer as another lead role in that department. The grant writing role is Cindy Pelletier at $59,000. Code enforcement planner is Cole Pelletier at $54,000. Police Chief Mike Delana, $73,000. Fire Chief Ed Endy is $18,000. $3,000 of that is for EMA Director Services, and $15,000 is for his fire services, fire department services. Public Works Director Tony Terrio, $73,906. Recreation Parks Director Jason Netto, $60,000. If any of you want to see a detailed description of the budget, I have one right here on the table. Please step forward, come pick up a packet. That being said, I want to leave this message to all of you. Our tax bill is comprised of the municipal part of the tax bill is comprised of approximately 15% of the entire bill. The remaining percentages is school, the county, and other outside organizations. At this time, I'll ask Travis to come forward and we'll begin the article process.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did we get any COVID money like all the other towns?
We have what's called American Rescue Plan Act funds, but those are funds that we cannot offset against the tax, the actual budget. It has to be used for specific projects.
Good evening. This is the fiscal year 2022 budget for the town of Fort Kent. The meeting will be conducted under Robert's rules. As in the past, I put a 5-minute limitation on each article that we discuss. After that 5-minute limitation, I can choose to, at my own discretion, to extend for another 2 minutes. After the 2 minutes, we will put it to a vote to determine if the consensus is to keep discussing the article or if we will push it to a vote. The reason I do this is to make sure that you all get to go say goodnight to your children and your wives and your significant others if they are not here with you. With that said, we'll start with Article 3. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $491,669 for the administration department. Appropriated in 2021, $481,257. Budget Committee recommends $491,669. Eric first. John Bouchard second. Any discussion on Article 3? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 3 moves as read.
Mr. Moderator,
What?
do we have the results?
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I get nervous up here in front of all you guys. All right, today, record turnout. I think it's over double last year and any number that I can remember since I've been doing this. 511 people turned up to vote. The town councilors elected to a 3-year term. There was 335 votes for Jake Rubishow, 329 votes for Carol Terrio, 154 votes for Andrew Burden, 108 votes for Brandon Dayton, and there was a write-in for a Richard Douglas, and he received 35 votes. We are going to, historically, what we've done is sworn in the new council terms. At this time, we are going to postpone that. After the last article, it is my request that we do not adjourn the meeting. The reason we're doing that is theoretically the people that helped put the budget together could now be out of the meeting and not able to basically talk as well. It worked out that the current elected board will remain, but that could change in the future. So after Article 63, we will swear them in. Ward 2, The results are not being released at this time. The reason for that is that there needs to be a recount in the morning. The votes were just a little too close to call it right now, so they're going to do a recount in the morning, and that will be released at a later time. And Ward 4 has not been released to us yet. Article 4. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $183,462 for the Planning and Economic Development Department. Appropriated in 2021, $173,977. Your budget committee is recommending $183,462. Eric first. Rudy second. Any discussion on Article 4? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 4 moves as read. Article 5. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $851,837 for the police department. Appropriated in 2021, $748,572. Your budget committee recommends $851,837. Eric first. Rudy second. Any discussion? Larry?
Just wondering, last year, were you fully staffed for the year, Chief Galena, or is this budget reflecting going up to the staff position? This budget will be reflecting the new budget. As far as our staffing is where it needs to be, as far as full staff, so this is reflecting it for this new budget. So, from last year to this year, the salary increases in your department are in excess of 14%. Is that something that we can expect every year if you stay full staff? No, necessarily. We'll look at it as it comes along, but as far as what I can see, you have to be comparable with other departments. The reason why we lose officers is because it's a competitive market. You have departments out there that will come forward and will fight and make offers for wages which will outbid us. We have to be comparable. It's always a comparable market. It's always competitive. We have to be comparable. We're not comparable. We'll lose officers. It's just the name of the game. It's just how it works. So if we're not comparable, it's just the name of the game, unfortunately. But right now, I can say safely that we are comparable. The town council, did a great job, put a contract together that's phenomenal. It's probably the best that I've seen as far as our contract is concerned. Very comparable, and we can keep officers with what we have. So we're very thankful for that. We're able to get the officers that we need. We're able to get a couple of blueprinters that we needed, myself being one of them. We have officers that are intelligent, that'll be able to get into the academy, be able to work their way through the academy. We have a great department right now, and in order to keep that great department, we have to be comparable.
Any further discussion on Article 5? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 5 moves as read. Article 6. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $8,000 for the police department police cruiser reserve. Appropriated in 2021, $0. Your budget committee is recommending $8,000. Doug first. Eric second. Any discussion on 6? John?
Again, Chief Galena, this is a new item here, we've not funded our department this way for the cruisers. I believe in your reserve account you have over $100,000. How many cruisers are you looking to buy? Well, right now we have 3. We have just won a bid on a 4th cruiser. That's what we're looking at for as a new item on line here. Basically, to have a fleet that we're comfortable with before cruisers. So we would be inside that for them. So this is adding the additional cruiser to your fleet that you have. Right now we have 3. This would be adding a cruiser to before.
Any further discussion on 6? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 6 moves as read. Article 7. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $102,764 $4 for the fire department, appropriated in 2021, $96,699. Your budget committee is recommending $102,764. Rudy first, Berman second. Any discussion on 7? Yes, sir.
Nothing to do with the budget, but at this point, I just want to recognize and compliment Chief Benji and the entire Fort Kent Fire Department members on their outstanding efforts on the recent Main Street fire we had a few weeks ago. That's the third one I can remember in the last 10 or 12 years, but every time they've come to the occasion and they've done such an extraordinary job, so we're should be considered, we're so fortunate and blessed to have such an outstanding department. So keep up the great work.
Any further discussion on 7? All those in favor? All those opposed? 7 moves as read. Article 8, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $1,082,691 for the Public Works Department, appropriated in 2021, $1,051,000. Your budget committee is recommending $1,082,691. Chris first, Eric second. Any discussion on 8? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 8 moves as read. Article 9, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $33,500 for the Public Works Equipment Reserve Account, appropriated in 2021, $33,500. Your budget committee recommends $33,500. Eric first, Taylor second. Any discussion? Larry?
Is that for the new equipment, Tony?
That was put in there 5 or 6 years ago because we had fallen behind snow trucks and pickups, and that is for, it was originally for snow trucks. We use it for pickup.
Any further discussion on 9? All those in favor? All those opposed? 9 moves as read. Article 10, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $282,762 for the Recreation and Parks Department, appropriated in 2021, $264,146. Your budget committee recommends $282,762. Eric first, Rudy second. Any further discussion on 10? Or any discussion on 10, sorry. Go ahead.
2 years ago, Eden Perry, who was then a senior at Fort Kent Community High School, did an absolutely outstanding study on the feasibility of the skating rink at Jalbert Park. And I think his recommendation was possibly moving it to Lonesome Pines, which makes a lot of sense. So I just want to know what the status of that study is, if anything's going to come about.
It's Article 60 of this warrant. It's Article 60 of this warrant.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Any further discussion on Article 10? All those in favor? All those opposed? 10 moves as read. Article 11, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $36,500 for the public library, appropriated in 2021, $36,500. Your budget committee recommends $36,500. Berman first, John second. Any discussion on Article 11? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 11 moves as read. Article 12, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $131,760 for the road improvement loan payment, in parentheses 2016A. Appropriated in 2021, $133,572. Budget committee is recommending $131,760. Rudy first, John second. Any discussion on 12? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 12 moves as read. Article 13, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $118,960 for the road improvement loan payment, in parentheses, 2018A. Appropriated in 2021, $121,240. Your budget committee is recommending $118,960. John first, Eric second. Any discussion on 13? All those in favor? All those opposed? 13 moves as read. Article 14, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $26,621 for the Public Works Facilities loan payment, appropriated in 2021, $27,948. Your budget committee is recommending $26,621. Eric first, John second. Any discussion on 14? All those in favor? All those opposed? 14 moves as read. Article 15, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $58,728 for the John Deere grader lease payment, appropriated in 2021, $58,728. Your budget committee recommends $58,728. Eric first, Rudy second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 15 moves as read. Article 16, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $29,247 for the LaRue snowblower lease payment, appropriated in 2021, $29,247. Your budget committee recommends $29,247. Rudy first, Jason second. Any discussion on 16? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 16 moves as read. Article 17, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $35,807 for the fire truck lease payment, appropriated in 2021, $35,807. Your budget committee recommends $35,807. Berman first, Rudy second. Any discussion? Larry?
How many more payments on that?
We have 4 years. 4 years.
Any further discussion on 17? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 17 moves as read. Article 18, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $29,014 for the Western Star 4700 SF lease payment, appropriated in 2021, $0. Your budget committee recommends $29,014. John first, Rudy second. Any discussion on 18? All those in favor? All those opposed? 18 moves as read. Article 19, to see if the town... What?
Move as
Written?
written.
Read.
Move as written.
Oh, Article 19, there's a motion to move as written. Sorry, I got you. Second by Chad. Any discussion on 19? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 19 moves as written. Article 20, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $100,000 for the public fire protection, appropriated in 2021, $100,000. Your budget committee recommends $100,000. Eric first, Rudy second. Any discussion on 20? John?
Partially related, not, you can cut it off if you don't want to,
Yeah.
but, Mark, can you outline some of the projects that you're doing in regards to water this summer? What you got on the go for that, as far as water and wastewater, water people?
We have several projects. One would be Pleasant Street here from high school to Member Line, which is about a mile. We're gonna try to get that one done this year. Some of it done this year. The other big project is up by the hospital. So we can go from the top of Station Hill all the way to safe and reliable water at any point that they need it. We need to service them as much as we can. We're also going to be looking at sewer service in some of the areas that we're going to also be doing water. So if any of those areas need to be upgraded, we'll be doing those areas of sewer line at the same time.
Any further discussion on 20?
The purpose of doing the Pleasant Street that you talked about is to improve the amount of flow for water and hydrants and stuff going towards the end of the line in Pleasant Street, correct?
Correct. Anytime we do anything for water mains in Fort Kent, the number one object is to get fire flow to the hydrants. That's actually number one. Safe, reliable drinking water is actually number two on the state list. So we need to be able to better serve hydrants, fire trucks, and that's what this section will do also.
Thank you.
Don?
Just a question mark on that upper section of Pleasant Street onto Route 11. Isn't that scheduled for repaving by end of year?
In 2023, so we're having,
Also, they delayed it another year, so we got cuts for another year.
actually, it's a 2-year project. DOT has gone out. It's out to bid as we speak. I think the bid deadline is April. So we'll have a contractor on board in April. And the way the state has done it this year, it's a little different. They've taken 6 locations out of Aroostook County, put them in one package for one contractor to do in the next 2 years. So they don't care when they get done, they just want them done in the next 2 years.
But you care.
We care, right, and that's where we're having some interesting communication with the state right now.
If they paid it this year, oh my God.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, I understand.
Started with water, we ended with paving. That's not supposed to happen as a moderator, but that's okay. Yeah, it's all good. I get it. There was a tie there. Any further discussion on 20?
You have the opportunity.
It's a true story. No further discussion. All in favor? All those opposed? Article 21, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $25,000 for the reevaluation reserve account appropriated in 2021, $25,000. Your budget committee recommends $25,000. John first, Eric second. Any discussion on 21? Larry?
When is the town gonna get back at reevaluating?
Probably in the next 3 years. Right now, we have $100,000. If this passes, we'll have $125,000. It's going to cost at least $2.25 to $300,000 for revaluation.
Now, what's happening in town, the homes are selling unbelievable. So that's gonna bring up our taxes unbelievable.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of, there's a formula that goes into that when the homes are selling at a higher price. So it's not just taxes going up because homes are selling at a higher price. That does factor in.
The state will come in and say, well, you guys are selling this for your taxes that you can afford to. That's how it works.
Well, no, there's an actual formula in all of that. Yes, we are selling homes at a higher price. It may reflect on our entire formula, but if we look to do this revaluation, then we'll balance that out.
Any further discussion on 21? John?
To clarify a little bit on that, I believe what you're getting to is when the values of the sales are in excess of what the town valuation is, at some point there's a percentage that you're out of out of compliance, and that's when you have to do a reevaluation when the state will.
But right now, we're not out of that
Not
percentage.
been, but that's one of the factors that triggers that. If it doesn't get triggered, then we don't get.
Last year, we made some adjustments, so I think, according to our state assessor, we were told that we have about 3 years before that percentage goes out of whack.
Am I out of order?
If it's about 21, go ahead.
About 21, just a little bit of clarification. Yes, the values will go up because they will be based on sales, but your mill rate will come down to offset So in general, your tax bill should be the same. Having said that, that really doesn't work. Usually you have a third of the new valuations of your taxes will go down, a third will stay the same, and a third will go up. That's kind of how it's historically occurred over multiple years.
Motion, any, all in favor? All those opposed? 21 moves as read. Article 22, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $42,000 for the street lights, electricity, in parentheses, appropriated in 2021, $38,000. Your budget committee recommends $42,000. Berman first, I don't know your name, sir. Steve second. Any discussion?
I got one question.
Go ahead.
A few years ago, the town converted all our streetlights to LED now, it's like night and day, the difference is incredible. This past year, I think Tony and you and your crew, you've been doing something with the Main Street lantern lights, converting some of those as well. Are they 100% done?
Yeah, you're all done.
Any further, sir?
Is the increase strictly because of the rise in utility rates? Is that why you're asking?
Any further discussion on 22? All those in favor? All those opposed? 22 moves as read. Article 23, to see if the town will vote to appropriate the sum of $5,000 for tax abatements appropriated in 2021, $5,000. Your budget committee recommends $5,000. John first, Rudy second. Any discussion on 23? All those in favor? All those opposed? 23 moves as read. Article 24, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $411,304 for the waste disposal, the solid waste disposal, appropriated in 2021, $396,484. Your budget committee recommends $411,304. I get a John first, Chris second. Any discussion on 24? All those in favor? All those opposed? 24 moves as read. Article 25, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $80,600 for the following: Ambulance Service, Inc. Appropriated in 2021, $77,622. Your budget committee recommends $80,600. Jason first, Eric second. Any discussion on 25? All those in favor? All those opposed? 25 moves as read. Article 26, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $60,114 for the town's share of the operational and capital improvement cost of Northern Aroostook Regional Airport Authority, appropriated in 2021, $59,055. Your budget committee recommends $60,114. Rudy first, Eric second. Any discussion on 26? All those in favor? All those opposed? 26 moves as read. Article 27, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,000 for updating municipal assessments, appropriated in 2021, $3,500. Your budget committee is recommending $2,000. Eric first, Jason second. Any discussion on 27? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 27 moves as read. Article 28, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,000 for municipal mapping, appropriated in 2021, $0. Budget committee is recommending $2,000. Rudy first, Eric second. Any discussions on 28? John?
I'm assuming that in the past, the functions of Article 27 and 28 were combined, and because there was a decrease in the other articles. Now we look at these two together, they're a little bit more. And is it because it's being done by different vendors, or why are we breaking this up?
So Article 27 was done in years past by Randy Tarr, our tax tax assessor, and so that's that line item. He would assess our tax cards and all of our sales and assessments. And then Article 28 is the updating of our maps, and that was Matthew McDonald. And Matthew is no longer doing this type of service for communities in the area, so we've had to hire out, so we're now hired out with CAI Technologies. And that's $2,000 for the maps.
Any further discussion on 28? All those in favor? All those opposed? 28 moves as read. Article 29, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $1,250 for the following town marketing. Appropriated in 2021, $1,500. Your budget committee recommends $1,250. John first, Eric second. Any discussion on 29? All those in favor? All those opposed? 29 moves as read. Article 30, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $820 for the Aroostook County Action Program services, appropriated in 2021, $820. Your budget committee recommends $820. Steve first, Rudy second. Any discussion on 30? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 30 moves as read. Article 31, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $2,400 for Aroostook Area Agency on Aging service, appropriated in 2021, $2,400. Your budget committee is recommending $2,400. Steve first, John second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? 31 moves as read. My apologies. Article 32, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $3,400 for the Fort Kent Blockhouse, appropriated in 2021, $3,200. Your budget committee is recommending $3,400. Eric first, Rudy second. Any discussion on 32? All those in favor? All those opposed? 32 moves as read. Article 33, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $10,000 for the Greater Area Chamber of Commerce, appropriated in 2021, $10,000. Your budget committee recommends $10,000. Rudy first, John second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Article 30, all those opposed? Article 33 moves as read. Article 34, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $500 for the Fort Kent Historical Society, appropriated in 2021, $0. Your budget committee is recommending $500. Berman first, Steve second. Any discussion on 34? All those in favor? All those opposed? 34 moves as read. Article 35, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $100 for the Maine Acadian Heritage Council, appropriated in 2021, $250. Your budget committee is recommending $100. Eric first, Tiger second. Any discussion? Taylor, sorry. All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 35 moves as read. Article 36, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $100 for the Maine Veterans Homes, appropriated in 2021, $0. Your budget committee recommends $100. Jason first, Steve second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 36 moves as read. Article 37, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $7,945 for the Northern Maine Development Commission, appropriated in 2021, $7,617. Your budget committee recommends $7,945. Rudy first, John second. Any discussions on 37? All those in favor? All those opposed? 37 moves as read. Article 38, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $100 for Northern Maine Veterinary Cemetery, appropriated in 2021, $0. Your budget committee recommends $100. Rudy first, Jason second. Any discussion on 38? Larry?
Where is this at, North Main? Just over there.
In Caribou.
Oh, that's the one we, okay.
Any further discussion on 38? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 38 moves as read. Article 39, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $250 for the American Red Cross, appropriated in 2021, $500. Your budget committee recommends $250. Berman first, Eric second. Any discussion? Sir?
Why less? Why was the budget cut in half?
Some years we haven't given them anything.
I'm sorry.
Some years we have not given anything. It's an extra, and so we had other requests that had never been fulfilled that we chose to give to instead, because the bucket's only so big, right? And so the Veterans Cemetery and the other veterans got money from there.
Any further discussion on 39? All those in favor? All those opposed? 39 moves as read. Article 40, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $1,475 for the soil and water conservation. You appropriated in 2021, $1,475. Your budget committee recommends $1,475. Eric first. Cecil second. Any discussion on 40? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 40 moves as read. Article 41. There's a motion to move as written by Cindy, second by John. Any discussion on 41? Don?
There's a substantial, more than doubling actually, increase in Rex, proposed revenues. Just need an explanation.
So Jason was hired last year in May 1st, actually, and he's done a phenomenal job adding programs and the revenues that he's brought in. There was a decrease because of the COVID year,
Right,
and
I
then
understand
this,
that.
and so we're budgeting what we budgeted for last year.
Any further discussion on 41? All those in favor? All those opposed? 41 moves as written. Article 42. Lloyd's motion. Is there a second? Eric seconded. Any discussion on 42? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 42 moves as written. Article 43, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to transfer year-end unexpended amounts from each municipal department's 2022 appropriated amount to each municipal department's capital/equipment reserve account. John first, Rudy second. Any discussion on 43? All those in favor? All those opposed? 43 moves as read. Article 44, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to transfer year-end excess revenue amounts from each municipal department's 2022 appropriated amounts to each municipal department's capital/equipment reserve account. John first, Rudy second. Any discussion on 44? All those in favor? All those opposed? 44 moves as read. Article 45, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to appropriate funds from each municipal department's capital/equipment reserve account for each municipal department's capital/equipment expenditures as they deem advisable. Berman first, Rudy second. Any discussions on 45? All those in favor? All those opposed? 45 moves as read. Article 46, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to allocate funds from each municipal department's capital/equipment reserve account for each municipal department's future employee benefit liability as they deem advisable. Eric first, John second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 46 moves as read. Article 47, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to appoint new budget committee members to recommend appropriations for 2023. Doug first, Eric second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 47 moves as read. Article 48, to see if the town will vote to there's a motion to move as written. Is there a second? John, second. Any discussion on 48? All those in favor? All those opposed? 48 moves as written. 49, to see if the town will vote to authorize the treasurer under the direction of the town council to sell, lease, or dispose of any personal property owned or otherwise acquired by the town on such terms as they deem advisable. Rudy first. Eric second. Any discussion? All those in favor? 49, all those opposed? 49 moves as read. Article 50, to see if the town will vote to set October 1st, 2022 as the date upon which taxes are due and payable, and further vote that taxes not paid on or before September 30, 2022 shall occur at a rate established by Article 51. Doug first, Eric second. Any discussion on 50? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 50 moves as read. Article 51, to see if the town will vote to approve charging interest on unpaid taxes at a rate of 4% per annum for the fiscal year of 2022. Robin first, Eric second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? 51 moves as read. Article 52, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town manager under the direction of the town council to apply for grant monies and to expend any monies received for the stated grant purposes. John first, Rudy second. Any discussion? All in favor? All those opposed? Article 52 moves as read. Article 53, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council and town treasurer to spend an amount not to exceed 3/12 of the budgeted amount in each budgeted category of the 2022 annual budget during the period from January 1st, 2023 to the March 27, 2023 annual town meeting. John first, Rudy second. Any discussion on 53? All those in favor? All those opposed? 53 moves as read. Article 54, to see if the town will vote to set an interest rate to be paid by the town on abated taxes at 4% per annum for the fiscal year of 2022. Lloyd first. Eric second. Any discussion on 54? All those in favor? All those opposed? 54 moves as read. Article 55, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town treasurer under the direction of the town council to transfer the snowmobile registration tax refund received from the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife to the Fort Kent Snowmobile Association. Estimated refund in parentheses is $3,000. Jason first, Rudy second. Any discussions on 55? All those in favor? All those opposed? 55 moves as read. 56, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town treasurer under the direction of the town council to expend funds from the dog license fees for the purpose of supporting the activities or functions of the animal shelter. Berman first, Eric second. Any discussion on 56? All those in favor? All those opposed? 56 moves as read. Article 57, to see if the town will vote that orders made by the town council pursuant to 23 MRSA 2953 to close roads to winter maintenance or to annul, alter, or modify such orders are and shall be a final determination. Sydney first, John second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? 57 moves as read. Article 59, to see if the town will vote to authorize the tax collector to accept prepayment of taxes not yet committed. 58, sorry, let me reread that. Article 58, my mouth's getting dry, John. Yeah, thanks. Article 58, to see if the town will vote to authorize the tax collector to accept prepayment of taxes not yet committed. Berman first, John second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Article 58 moves as written. Read. Article 59. There's a motion to move as written by Sydney, second by Chad. Any discussion on 59? All those in favor? All those opposed? 59 moves as written.
Participate in this, Cindy?
Right now, we have about 15 to 20. It's still a low number, but I think every time we have people come in to pay their taxes, we do, the clerks do ask to see if they'd like to join the tax club. So we get some of their taxes a little earlier than we would normally. Normally, we have to wait till taxes are committed, so.
Article 60, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to discontinue the municipal skating rink currently located at Jalbert Park as they deem advisable, and to raise and/or appropriate up to $35,000 for that purpose. Cecil first, Mike second. Any discussion on 60?
One question, that 35,000, that's what it's gonna take to close it?
Go ahead, Jake.
So for the past few years, we've been appropriating some money set aside because this has been a multi-year project. And, but we can't spend any of that money unless it's voter approved. And so right now, the skating rink operates at a loss, and primarily it's because of how it's made and the fact that it's in a land lease that we cannot change the way it's made. And so location, location, location. Lonesome Pine Trails is a winter sports destination, and skating fits perfectly into what their project is. And there's been a group of people that have been meeting, discussing the feasibility, but part of the feasibility is having the money. So what this does is this frees up the town from losing money on the skating rink, while yet still allowing skating to happen in a skating rink in our community.
Any further discussion on 60? Don?
Actually 60 and 61 are kind of go together.
It was,
I understand.
Hold on, we're on 60.
I get it. I do have a question on page 37. There's something entitled Lonesome Pine Association, 4,200. Is this the same, or is that a different?
So I'm thinking what you're looking at is,
no, that's for the groomer, Lonesome Pines, the groomer grant.
Okay, I just,
Yeah, no, that's
I
the
couldn't,
yeah.
figure out if it was one.
Yeah, no.
Any further discussion on 60? Hold on, Tony? Well, he's done for now. Tony?
I'm totally opposed to this, because if we lose $17,000 a year with this skater, how is the Skeeto going to run and make money? I don't understand. And if it doesn't, after 3-4 years, that shuts down, because they can't make money, then we're going to run the Skeeto.
Jake?
I think walking.
so the way it's constructed is the answer to that. Right now, they're making snow, they're packing snow on grass and saturating it, and it sits in the sun all day, and so the ice will close already for the season. If it was at Lonesome Pine Trails, it would be on a cement pad. The refrigeration material is not going to go in it right away, but it's my understanding that it's probably going to be constructed with that as a capability. But it's also shielded from the sun for a good part of the day. because it's not right out in the open. The mountain stops some of that sun, so, yeah, if anybody else has anything to chime in, just raise your hand.
Don, go ahead.
It's what?
Because,
Floodplain.
no, not the floodplain. It was part of a Department of Conservation grant from years ago, that if you, if we put up, the Jalbert building and a few other, amenities on that property, then, we're not allowed to put something that's not movable on that area. If, the only way we can do it is if we purchase another piece of property somewhere else and, make that, part of the Department of Conservation's.
Don?
I'm still kind of looking for clarification. I would dispute Jake's assessment that we lost a shitload of money. Prior to COVID, we used to operate that and at least break even and make some money. So it was not a money loser. Trust me. I know figures, and I can compute all those figures, and it was not a money loser. It didn't make a shitload of money, and we just barely break even with the concessions and everything else, but it did cost me. It actually, it was a way to use your existing employee in the winter months, otherwise you wouldn't have had a place to put them either. So
If that's
I
the
would
case,
dispute
why were
that
they looking to
entirely.
close it 10 years ago?
Because it was ways to save money, but it was not, and it wasn't going to be used. Anyway, that's not my true question is, it looks to me, if I read this correctly, is you're asking for 70,000.
No.
Because 35 and 35, but you can
No,
explain that.
no, we're asking for $35,000.
Okay. Is there going to be an ongoing yearly assessment?
No, we're not looking to put in.
I'm just asking. I
No,
don't know
we're
what
not
arrangements
looking to
you
put
have.
in additional funds. This is where we're helping, the Lonesome Pines. Maybe down the line, we'll have some of our employees just go help them start, to help them out in the,
You have to be careful, you might not be able to do that legally.
well, something that we'll have to look
Yeah.
at. And I said
It's
maybe.
like plowing a private road, you can't do that, right?
Well, employees can volunteer.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah,
And
and
that-
being
I'm not
careful.
sure you can legally do that, but anyway. So your answer is that you're not committing annual appropriations towards
Not in this.
this new, okay?
Any further discussion? Oh, okay, we've reached the 5-minute mark of the article. I do think that the conversation is headed in a direction, so I will allow it to continue for another 2 minutes. Tony was first, and then I'll get to you, John. Go ahead, Tony.
The only other thing I want to say is I've been doing skating for my whole life. And the people who leave in the last 10, 15 years, people that go skating, can probably not afford $30 a day to go skating. That was a cheap outdoor event for young kids and stuff. I'm afraid if it moves, it won't be an expensive move. Then if it's lost, then that's gone. What else are we going to do? What else are the kids going to do? The young ones.
Does,
Are the kids gonna be charged to go skating?
Same.
Yes.
does anybody from the committee want to address that? You can go ahead,
Yeah,
Doug.
I'll speak up. I'm part of the feasibility committee at Lonesome Pine that started in 2017 and came on board. One of the concerns and one of the things that we're looking at, Tony, is just that, making sure that it's something that's affordable for anybody, similar to Lonesome Pine. Mike's here, and Mike can attest that in Lonesome Pine, for somebody of low income is affordable, because Lonesome Pine kicks in for those low income people that don't have that opportunity. With that being said, we have taken your concerns into consideration when we evaluate the feasibility of it. And Lonesome Pine is a facility in the community that's certainly a gem. It's a
advantage of. Now, whether that's skating or skiing, we do know that there's some kids that don't get to skate because they're skiing or vice versa, and they got friends that do one or the other. And when this was pitched in 2017, certainly it's something that first thing that comes to mind is the connectivity with cross country, downhill, skating rink all being in one spot, so that you didn't have to separate the kids from, you guys ski, you guys skate, you guys cross country, everybody's there. When we looked at costing, certainly the costing that we were provided in 17 and some of the costing that we've seen currently, there is a huge savings to the community. What the town decides to do with that savings after this plan goes forward is up to the town. What that number is, I'm going to give you the exact figures, but I'm sure Jason, once that is alleviated from the town, there's operational costs, there's water costs, some of those things that we already incur at Lonesome Pine. We get to make snow, we'll make some ice. We figured those costs into play. You know, operational costs, we got a lift line right there that has an attendant that can do some of those little things. So we have taken that into consideration in making sure that if we were to take this project on and bring it to the ski trail, that it is accessible to all students, whether you're high income, middle income, or low income. It's not our intent to raise it to $30 a day, or $10 a day, or $5 a day. The key there is giving kids an opportunity.
Doug, I'm going to have to stop you. Can I please get a quick show of hand if we'd like to continue this conversation, or if we're going to push to a vote? Those in favor of continuing the conversation, please raise your hands. Go ahead, Doug, keep going. Sorry, I gotta stick by my own guidelines.
So the feasibility committee is made up of 3 groups. There's a construction, there's a membership, there's operations, finance. And when we looked at the membership, even the membership committee, when they did the survey at the high school, middle school, elementary, and public, it certainly was well participated in. 263 students at the high school, middle school, 101 students at the elementary, and 29 general public. And all 3 of those surveys equated to about 75% would enjoy skating at Lonesome Pine. Some of the other questions were, do you ski currently, skate currently? Would you buy a membership? Would you pick up skating? I forget all the exact questions, but the responses were very supportive with pursuing this further. And part of that is tonight to help offset some of the costs. Because again, as a membership, I don't even skate, but I just don't want to lose the skating rink because it's been tossed around for years that it's going to go away. Here's an opportunity for them to take that on, add it to its current. We're not a for-profit organization. We're not here to make money. We're here to provide great quality skiing, potentially good quality skating, the general public community around. And then on the construction piece, again, part of that is we don't want to burden the skiers, because not everybody's going to skate, not all membership people at Lonesome Pine are going to skate. So that's where we're requesting some assistance to help with the construction, because on the operational side, it's an operation that once it's there, it will be self-sustaining without impacting the kids that can't necessarily afford it.
Thanks, Doug. Don?
First of all, I'm not opposed to anything that Doug said about Lonesome Pines. I mean, it blesses the North But I want a clarification from the moderator. I read both 60 and 61 twice. Those are 2 separate articles, and the total 75, 35 to 35. 70,000. One is to raise and appropriate, which is from taxes, and one is to spend 35,000 from a reserve account.
One is to expend the funds.
From a reserve account.
From the reserve
The
account.
first one is to raise and appropriate, which is from taxes.
So,
If you're gonna use it from the reserve account, then I don't see how you need,
so let's
60.
let's strike,
you
and-
follow what I'm saying, Susan?
yeah, no, I get it. But this is from, directly from MMA Legal,
Right, it
to move
just,
forward,
But the two articles
do,
they add up to 70,000.
so
Discontinuing this with skating rink.
can anyone,
And with how much money, and then you appropriate 35 from your reserve account. if
from the
that's what you
reserve?
wanna do.
We already have the 35 from the reserve to
We
spend,
just need permission to expend it.
right,
Is there a way we can edit the motion?
yeah, we can edit,
So,
we can edit
it
this.
just says,
Lloyd.
want to strike
Deemed
the article.
advisable.
Don, correct me if I'm wrong here, maybe.
I may be,
Could we amend this and simply have it read to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to discontinue the municipal skating rink currently located at Jalbert Park as they deem advisable,
Yes.
and then raise the money in the other one?
you could do that.
So I'd like to amend Article 60 to drop the appropriation part.
Excuse me, I can't hear what you guys are saying.
Okay, since the issue is the $35,000, whereas Article 60 raises, appropriates 35, and Article 61 expends 35. It has been brought up that the 35 to be expended comes out of the reserve account. So I am making an amendment to the motion to read as follows. To see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to discontinue the municipal skating rink currently located at Jalbert Park as they deem advisable, period.
Second.
There's a second, so there's an amendment requested by Lloyd, there's a second by Jake. All in favor of the amendment? All those opposed? Amended Article 60 will read, to see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to discontinue the municipal skating rink currently located at Jalbert Park as they deem advisable, period. All those in favor of the amended article? I don't, yeah, I need a motion. Your call.
I'll make a motion for that.
Thanks, John. Eric seconded it. Any discussion? On the amendment? No, because I had it previously. Yeah.
Becomes the motion.
The amendment.
Yeah.
Okay, erase everything and all those in favor? All those opposed? Article 60 moves as amended. Article 61. You guys got me sweating up here now. To see if the town will vote to authorize the town council to expend up to $35,000 from the Recreation and Parks /Capital/Equipment Reserve Account Skating Rink Fund to assist in establishing a public skating rink at Lonesome Pine Trails LLC at 2 Forest Street to be operated by Lonesome Pine Trails LLC, and to authorize the council to enter any agreements necessary to accomplish said purpose. Cecil first, Josh Nichols second. Any discussion on 61? All those in favor? All those opposed? 61 moves as read. 62. To see if the town will vote to repeal the Town of Fort Kent Shoreland Ordinance dated March 28, 2017, and adopt the proposed revised Town of Fort Kent Shoreland Ordinance dated March 28 of 2022, as recommended by the Planning Board. John first, second by Dennis. Any discussion on 62? All those in favor? All those opposed? 62 moves as read. I will take a minute to remind you guys that we're gonna get through Article 63. We then need to swear in the counselors that are maintaining their chairs. After that is done, we'll take a motion to adjourn. Everybody understands? Article 63, to see if the town will vote to repeal the Town of Fort Kent zoning ordinance dated March 28, 2017, and adopt the proposed revised Town of Fort Kent zoning ordinance dated March 28, 2022, as recommended by the Planning Board. Eric first. Doug second. Any discussion on 63? Larry?
That's the same thing as 62.
No, one's shoreline, one's zoning.
Any further discussion on 63? All those in favor? All those opposed? 63 moves as read. At this time, we'll swear in the two town councilors.
Jake Upshaw and Carol Terrio swear to support the Constitution of the United States, so long as you are citizens thereof, and you swear to faithfully discharge all duties incumbent upon you as town councilors for a 3-year term, according to the Constitution and laws of the state.
Congratulations to Jake and Carol. At this time, I entertain a motion. Motion to adjourn. You all have a good 2022. We'll see you next